I'm back again once again for another video, and I'm just reacting to the news that Karen Brady has come out yesterday at the London Assembly, said that West Ham would be willing to investigate the possibility of purchasing the Olympic Stadium. Now, I'm reading this from KUMB.com. The story goes like this. She was at the London Assembly the other day, and she told that West Ham would be willing to investigate the possibility of purchasing the Olympic Stadium. West Ham Vice Chair was appearing in front of a committee this afternoon in order to answer questions relating to the stadium. And when asked whether the club would look into the possibility, Brady replied, "I think the London Stadium craves direction. I think it should be a jewel in the crown of London. I think it should be hosting events 365 days a year. It really should have the commercial expertise it deserves. It should be the financial controls it so readily needs. I don't think it's anywhere near realising its full potential. For me, it's incredibly frustrating. We could help such a lot in all those regards, but unfortunately our help has not been required or sought." Now, before you get excited, now I think this move for the Olympic Stadium has been on the cards all along. What do I think this means for West Ham? I think that West Ham eventually will own the stadium, but I don't think under the current regime, I don't think the ground will change. Now, we all under the premise, and myself included, that they would be interested in taking this over to make it a football ground, to primarily host football. But what I'm reading from here, it sounds like they want to take it over and buy it just so they can host events there. Now, for every other event apart from football, it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's a brilliant event place. It's a great stadium if it's athletics. It's a great concert venue because of the acoustics. It's easy to get to, although a long walk. But it's got everything you need to be an events stadium, but it hasn't got everything you need to be a football stadium. Now, what I can read from here, now I'm just ad-libbing here, I don't really know the ins and outs. It sounds like they want to take it over just so they can get the commercial revenue from everything else that comes with the stadium. Do you know what I mean? Like hosting the NFL, hosting the Rugby World Cup, hosting the athletics, hosting this, hosting that. Sounds like that's what they want to do for it. And if they do that, and that is what their prime example is of going to the Olympic Stadium, the prime reason, don't expect it to be changed to a football stadium, because a football stadium, there comes a lot more pressure and a lot more problems with hosting events like that, baseball and all that sort of nonsense that they want to do. So although they're interested to take it over, it doesn't sound like they really want to convert it to a football stadium. It sounds like they want to take it over so they can hire it out, basically. She makes some other points as well. The Honours Board will be reinstalled following successful negotiations. That's great. The pitch surround stalemate has been resolved, which will be mainly claret. So that means the carpeting around the pitch will now be coming into claret. It should be after Spurs, I would imagine. The east stand of the Olympic Stadium. Now this is massive. The east stand of the Olympic Stadium, which is the... Oh, sorry, I'm getting a bit close there. I'm just itching my foot. The east stand of the Olympic Stadium, which is the one I sit in, will be renamed the Billy Bonds Stand. Brilliant. I think that's great. I think that's great. The appointment of Lynn Garner at the LLDC has improved relations. So somebody else has taken over from the LLDC and they're more willing to talk to West Ham. The club should sell the naming rights for the stadium. I don't know what that means. I don't know whether that means they should sell them for the LLDC or be allowed to sell them for themselves. But I'll leave that there. A statue, subject of which to be confirmed, will be installed outside the stadium. So a couple of years ago when we moved, Champions Place was meant to be house the Bobby Moore World Cup statue, but we wanted to keep it in Upton Park. Well, people wanted to keep it in Upton Park, which is fine. I think it's the place that it needs to stand. We did, you remember we had some meetings with Karen Brady about a year ago, and we did say that a statue needed to be, and they needed to commission a new statue, which it looks like they're looking to do. Whether it be Bobby Moore, whether it be Billy Bonds, we don't know yet. We don't know, but yeah, there's not really an opinion to give. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but that is what Karen Brady said to the London Assembly today. And as I said, if they purchase the stadium, don't expect them to be converting it to make the seats any closer. Thank you very much for joining us on this video. I'll be back this week with all the Tottenham stuff before I head to Florida. Keep on watching. Keep on. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can see all of our videos coming in. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the good stuff. All at West Ham Fan TV. One thing left to say. Come on, you on.